This game makes me ask what war is good for. Is it just war against, well, justice and the Mad Gear Gang, I suppose. Yeah, there's no real name for the alliance of people who go up against the Mad Gear Gang outside of their family members, really, and friends. Carlos is never even really explained. He just kind of shows up. He's not particularly a friend of anybody's. I guess he just has beef against the Mad Gear Gang. Or it could be that Genryusai was one of his senseis. I don't know. Am I near the boss yet? Fuck you. Ow! Don't you jump! You friggin' beat you to me. Okay. Like I said, way worse than Sid and Bill. Like, especially when you're ganged up on by them. Enemies just keep seeming to coming. You'd think that you'd think that Carlos could just take the high road. Go up through that entrance that's clearly open. Just don't go down quickly enough. Okay. Huh, completely passed that way. Whatever was in there, we'll never know. Okay, I'm fairly certain this is the enemy. I think they've used this music for... They used it for the last boss, I know, Roland. Eerie mask. It's thundering and lightning all of a sudden, even though outside we clearly saw that it was just raining. And then it cleared up for some reason, and now it's thundering and lightning again. Weather's as temperamental and crazy as in Los Angeles. Like as Los Blacklist told us. First El Nino, then La Nina, no wonder you people are crazy. Oh, I totally missed that. Ah. Come on, kill them, not me. Thank you. Love using this my advantage. Oh! They're just kind of hit and runs. That was dumb. Goodbye. Thanks for leaving burn marks in the ground. I'm sure they just got this carpeted too. More masks. All the same masks, like all the same graffiti, like all the same dogs. You know, it would have been nice... Another main gripe I have towards the Final Fight series, it would have been nice if they had made it not so obvious that they just cut and paste almost everything and added a little variety. But I guess it's one of those things in a side-scrolling fighting game. You don't really, you don't really care about the scenery around you. You just want to beat the shit out of bad guys and be on your merry way. So, maybe I'm totally unique in wanting scenery, but, I don't know. Mickey. Okay. So just kind of keep going here. More enemies. The bad guy sure is, the master sure does hide. He's the strongest man. He cannot be defeated. He sure is hiding behind all his minions, isn't he? Who am I, though, to think that it's not a smart strategy? It's like making you tired, the equivalent of doing that. In that essence, he's almost kind of cowardly, if you think about it. But... the mountains of Japan, I guess. Geography never was my strong suit. I think that was the last one. Oh, we are definitely close. I mean, the guy's not very... If you were a Japanese master of any type of fighting, wouldn't you want to have a statue resurrected in your honor? I assume that's what that is. Great, more Andors, just what I wanted. They're gonna give me a third one, I'd be like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. I'm trying to see... You can't really see a face on there. I mean, you see beaded red eyes, and that's, I guess, just an intimidation factor. He probably doesn't want his whole face. No. Just friggin' die already. Goodness, I have to kill your boss after you. Think I want to put up with you guys? They give me a fresh enemy, or is that the same? Atlas. Great. Give me the lock. It's so odd how when you're dealing with a bunch of enemies at once, especially big guys like Andors and Atlas, it's okay, they do keep spawning! Good grief! And try punching them, and it takes a while to punch through all that flesh, I suppose. Okay, I think this is the last one. There we go. Will you take me to your leader? Huh, that wasn't very nice. You've broke his scroll. Ooh. Hey! Genryusai. And what's her name? Ooh, oh, wait a minute. I totally forgot. Retu, or Ret, this guy. Pink hair. Holy crap. You gotta have a lot of pride as a Japanese master of whatever arts you are to have fluorescent pink hair like that. Bravo, Retu, bravo. Now I'll proceed to kick your ass after I had a good laugh. I appreciate that. This guy proves that he can do a couple of spinning moves and he jumps around. I hate to say this, he's almost like Thrasher! I mean, does every boss have to just be a replica of a boss we had before? Or maybe not. He can do a twirling kick, that's pretty cool, I guess. As long as he doesn't call any of his minions, whatever. There we go. Okay, I know not to do that now. Go ahead. Oh. Of course you don't do it when I'm close. You don't like putting dents in my HP, do you? Oh. Did you just try to do a body slam? Not like any other boss we've seen before already? And he has as much HP just about as Roland did. Well, this would have been epic, given better circumstances. You know, like a difficult boss. This guy's proven to be as little of a challenge as Thrasher was, without the bad guys that he whistles in. I don't think anything else is different about this guy. I think he just pretty much does the same thing he's doing right now. Whatever. Take the life. I'll give it as a sympathy life for you. Genryusai, Rena probably could have beat out this guy. Roland was much harder than this. Man. They always put their most difficult boss in the game before the final boss. I mean, at least the last final fight had him sort of in a wheelchair and he had a gun. It was sort of a challenge. This guy has just pink hair that he doesn't even... It's like he could use his hair to whip it at you, like Willow Smith, whip his hair back and forth, but he's got nothing like that. He's just wearing Japanese sandals with socks, like Germans. He must be part German. Just gonna keep going. I'll give you another sympathy life. Come on. Okay, now he starts actually trying to hit more. Come on. Go down already. There we go. And, well, I punch him... I think I punch him through this way. It might be something totally different. Yeah, totally not a challenge. Sort of a letdown. He can kick me all he wants. Gee, haven't seen that before. Oh, I got a life, thanks. Oh, Hager and Maki, I guess they're behind me the whole time. I don't know. Daddy! Rana! Oh, Maki. I'm so happy to see you. You must have had a hard time finding us. I don't know who was saying that, they didn't specify. Planner. Oh! Right to credits. I guess. I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't remember if there's an end thing. We'll just go ahead and get to it. Closing thoughts. Yeah, it's definitely not as good as the last one. Challenge, the other mode. Challenge, I don't even want to try it. I might give it a try a little later on, but not this time. Yeah, not as good as the last one, I do admit, but it's got a few better perks. I like Carlos. I like how he has a sword and everything. Hager is pretty much identical as he used to be. It's nice how you go around the world, and the bosses are... Roland is kind of cool. Would have been nice to have him in the Super Nintendo version of the last Final Fight, but no complaints, because we had friggin' Abigail, that bastard. Is there anything after this? Fast forwarding. Oh. And Capcom. Okay, pretty much the same. So when we come back, our third and final installment of this Final Fight trilogy, Final Fight 3! And there's no clever title for it. So we will see you then for hopefully a better sequel to a not so good sequel. Till then, take care.